So today we're going to be doing a soft glam makeup look. This face to this. So if you want to see how you get this look, please just keep on watching. It's been quite a while since I've been on YouTube, but I'm finally back, and I had posted a poll up on my Instagram of what video you guys would like to see, and the masses have voted, and it was a soft glam makeup look. So you won't need many products. I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible and realistic. I'm not going to be doing a winged eyeliner or anything crazy like that. Just something to make your skin and your face look fresh and like you've gotten enough sleep, even when we know that during quarantine you're sleeping probably about max 4 hours every single night. First, I'm going to go in and prime my face. Right now, we'll work on this horrible hair later. I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Skin Base. I haven't really been using primer or like any kind of moisturizer on my skin up until recently, just because my skin is very sensitive and it breaks out quite a bit. And then I'm going to go in straight away with a little bit of concealer just to kind of spot correct underneath my foundation. So I'm using Maybelline. This was actually one of my videos way in the past years ago. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I don't know if you could see it. There we go. And I still love it. So I will put a little bit of this under my eyes. Sorry, I'm using the camera as my viewfinder. And then I'll put a little bit on this blemish here. And I do get a little bit darker on my chin for some reason. I'm not sure why, just in my chin area. I think that's because that's where I'm the driest. And then I'll take just a dry sponge and just kind of blend that out. I use 185. You guys have probably seen this all over the internet. I used 2 pumps, and I'm still with the Sigma F80 flat top Kabuki. I've used this for so long, and I feel like nothing really works better. 2 pumps usually does about half of my face. I do bring it over the eyes because I have very pigmented eyelids, a lot of veins. I think I'm one of like the few people that still use a brush to put on foundation and not a beauty sponge. So that's something. And you could kind of see it's already covering up that pimple that I had. It's not really a pimple, it's a scab because I can't help myself. And I'm just going to use another squirt, pop it up there. I put a little bit too much. This foundation is amazing. It has a good smell. It kind of smells like sunscreen. I love that smell. Again, bring it under my eye. And we already pre-concealed. So that really helps because I feel like so many times I watch YouTube videos and people are like, well, I need more coverage here. Well, I think that if you pre-conceal, it really helps you kind of tune out those colors that you don't want. So already we're looking more even, not as much texture on the skin covered. You could see that my chin, the darkness around my chin has went away. That's just from those 2 steps. So when I get around the blemish, I usually tap the edges out, but keep the product concentrated on where I need the most coverage, because if I'm just rubbing the foundation around and I'm going like this, it's just going to move off of where I need it, and I need it to stay so that I remain covered. I don't have it in front of me here. I'm actually in another room. The other option for the other video was a beauty room tour, which I plan on doing, but since this won the poll, I'm going to be doing that later, so I didn't really want to give anything away. But if you follow me on Instagram at YouHadMeAtCosmetics, it's spelled exactly how it sounds. You'll be able to see sneak peeks of the room, and I will plan a video to actually give a tour of the whole room, my setup, how I organize things. I call it a beauty studio room, but it's more than that. It's like my closet. My shoes are in there, all of my shoes. I have all of my handbag collection in there. I do crafting in that room, so it's a little bit of everything. So yeah, if you follow me on that Instagram page, you'll be able to see updates on when I put that video up. But for now, I'm just in my guest bedroom because I didn't want to give the decor away because it's really nice and I really worked hard to make it perfect. I still feel like something's missing, but you know, we'll go over that when the time comes. Right now, I'm kind of going to let that sit. I don't want to set anything with powder until the very end. So in the meanwhile, what I'm going to do is actually take a cream bronzer, because since this is soft glam, we want to glow from within and not really look cakey or powdery. So I'm going to just dab in. I don't need much. I'm just going to. So if you look at the side of my face, it kind of draws me in. It's kind of sculpted the sides of my cheeks from my ear, top of my ear, that's where I'm going, to about the middle point of my eye. And I'm just dabbing that in. Like I said, it's a really nice color, melts right into the skin. And you could just see how much smoother this side of my face looks, whereas this side kind of looks a little bit rounder and it's not as sculpted. So I'm going to do the same exact thing to this side just to match them up. Next is eyebrows. I'm using the e.l.f. pencil. I just heard about this, so I figured maybe I'll give it a try. Now this is gonna be hard. I don't have a mirror in front of me, but I'm gonna try. I love eyebrow pencils that are really extremely sharp. Not sharp, but very thin, because it's very, very precise. And since it's just a soft glam, I'm just gonna define my eyebrows just a little bit. Let me see if these compacts have a mirror, because I can't do this without one. You could just see just from a little bit, there's a definition to this brow and not really here. This brow's a little bit lower. You can kind of see this is lifted up my face. On this side, my eyebrow's still a little bit low, a little thin on the end. So we're just working to fix that. And I know that some people don't really usually kind of brush through their brows before they do them. I can't stress enough how understated brushing through your brows has become. I think that it's so important. I'm going to try and do this at an angle where everyone can see. I can't stress how important it really is to brush through your brows, especially if you're doing your foundation before you're doing your brows, just simply because when you're putting makeup on your face, you may not think so, but powder, fallout, whatever it may be, is getting on your eyebrow. And, oops, sorry. And I'm really trying to talk and do this at the same time. But when you have makeup on your eyebrows, it kind of mutes down your whole look. And now, like I said, I haven't done much. I've just kind of filled in. I usually, sometimes, if I'm trying to go for a soft glam look, I will leave the front of my brows alone. Because then I try to play with them too much and it just gets way out of hand. So you could see that they kind of have found a little bit of a shape to them, nothing crazy, and I'm not going to carve them out. It's not that serious. This is just soft. What I will do though is I'm going to take a Real Techniques brush and this bronzer, it's called, from Wet n Wild, but it's super, super light and it's Reserve Your Cabana, and I'm just going to take it. It does have like a little shimmer to it, and I'm just going to pat it on my brows just to set them. And then again with my sponge, I'm going to go over my eyelid, because I don't want any creasing there. Not that we're going to put much foundation or eyeshadow. But I will take a blending brush, something just like this. And I'm going to go in actually with a butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. It's super sheer, very light. I'm just going to define my crease just a little bit. These smell like coconut, like your best vacation. You know, you put on tanning oil and you go lay out in the sun, tanning oil with SPF, and you go lay out in the sun and it just has that coconut vanilla smell. It smells exactly like that. Now that that's done just a little bit, what I am going to do is I'm going to prime my eyelashes. if you're going for a soft glam look, you're probably not going to be putting on lashes. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. If you're not, and I'm not gonna be, I'm gonna take this Lancome eyelash primer and just coat my lashes with it. I have non-existent eyelashes on the bottom, so I'm not even gonna try to coat down there, and I'm just gonna coat it and I'm gonna let it sit for about a minute or so. Now I think I'm ready to kind of set my face with powders. So what I'm gonna do is use Bare Minerals and a mix of that Reserve Your Cabana. I'm just gonna use this fluffy brush that I have and kind of coat it, just dab it around the face, avoiding the contour area because we're gonna do something else there. And I'm gonna leave underneath my eyes as well because I just want to, you know, highlight underneath my eyes. So we're just setting that foundation, that's it. Before we go for bronzer and blush, I do want to officially highlight underneath my eyes. What I'm going to be using is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Now I'm going to get my mascara and I'm going to coat my lashes. Nothing crazy here. That's just one coat. And that's that. So I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill. I think this is the Flash palette. I'm going to take the color Ice and a little bit of Mesmerized. I'm going to get it on a fan brush, tap it off. And that's that. I don't have a lip liner in front of me, so I'm gonna go grab one right now. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back with my lip products. What I'm gonna do today is something neutral, obviously. I did want to just highlight my inner corner of my eye. So I'm gonna go back in with the Jaclyn palette, take the lightest color, which is called Gleam, and I'm gonna put that just in the inner corner, and I'm going to take the KKW lip liner. And when you do this, make sure you have a lip liner that's sharpened. So keep doing that, and then I'll just top it with a gloss. This is NARS N1 Perfect Nude. Here. And I like that color. I think it's really pretty. Nice, natural. And to finish this look completely, I'm gonna, since it is a soft glam look, I do wanna look a little bit glowy. Usually that's not my go-to. I'm very matte. I don't like a lot of shimmer, a lot of shine on my face, but I've noticed that if you do it the right way and you use the right products, good quality products, they don't have to be expensive, but if you use the right products, you can actually look glowy without looking oily, which that used to steer me away from when I would hear the word glowy or dewy. So I'm actually going to take Tatcha's Luminous Dewy Skin Spray. Smells really beautiful. So expensive though, so I'll be using like 3 sprays, not 25. And after that, I'll come back with my hair done and we'll go over this final look. Okay, so here I am. This is my finished look. This is something that I do when I'm going out with friends or getting ready and don't feel like doing so much extra makeup, but I need something to make me look alive. Take a minute to like this video, to comment, to subscribe. Please come back for more content. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.